Hi, I'm John Coletta. I'm the executive chef and managing partner of Quartino Ristorante, who's located on the corner of Ontario and State here in Chicago, Illinois. I've also got a pasta cookbook that's called 250 True Italian Pasta Dishes, which hopefully you get the opportunity to experience and give me some feedback as to what we've prepared for you. Today we're going to make this fabulous autumn pasta dish with eggplant and mozzarella. Today in particular we're going to be using penne pasta, but you can also use spaghetti or any long or short pasta that you prefer, garganelli or farfalle, which are great. So we start off with some wonderful eggplant, and I've cut the ends of the eggplant, and then we peel these. After we've peeled them, we salt them, and we salt them. This is one eggplant with about 2 ounces of kosher salt or sea salt. I used kosher salt today. And then we're going to take some garlic that's been peeled, some extra virgin olive oil, some fresh tomatoes that have been pureed, and then we're going to top the dish with some wonderful mozzarella di bufala. You can also use fiore di latte or burrata, and then a little bit of fresh basil. Come with me to the stove and we'll get started on this right away. Okay, we've got some wonderful olive oil from southern Italy that we're going to pour into the pan liberally. And again, the reason we're using southern Italian olive oil is the fact that this dish comes directly from southern Italy because of the eggplants. Now we're going to start off by adding some garlic, and as you can see, the garlic, these are whole cloves. We're going to also add a little bit of salt. This is sea salt to bring out some of the water that's found in the garlic. And you got to remember that we don't want this overly powered dish that contains all this garlic. The idea is to get the flavor of the garlic into the oil, then into the eggplant, and obviously it's going to marry the pasta. I've got this eggplant that's been diced. Now remember, we've salted the eggplant. Why is that important? We want to pull all of the bitterness that's in the eggplant out. And we're going to press this. Now we put this into the pan. Okay. And as you can see all this water that's being produced down here in the bottom? Well, that's pretty acidic. Okay. Now, I suggest that you do the eggplant overnight if you have the time. If you don't, minimum 1 hour prior, okay? So we've got this all being prepared. Now, the important thing, you need a wide pan, and this speeds up the process. You can do it in a smaller pan, but it's obviously going to take a little bit more time. Now, don't be afraid to season. There we go. We got pepper. And now this dish is starting to take some shape. Now I've taken some Italian peeled tomatoes and I've blended them and pulsed them just for a moment. This is not a tomato sauce. It's a raw tomatoes that have been blended. And now we're adding this to our eggplant. And now this is coming together fabulously. Okay, now, we're going to check to see if the pasta is al dente. And it is. We stir this ever so gently. And now we take the pasta off of the burner. And I like to use this skimmer. The reason I like to do this is I'm able to control the amount of pasta going in, number one. But the best part is, if the sauce is not thin enough, I can use the water, so which is really, really important. And we want to make sure that the flavors are being formatted properly. And we want to, now the object is to get the flavors that are inside of the tomato and the eggplant into the pasta. And that's the secret. Okay, so now as you can see, the pasta is starting to come together. Now, we've got the pasta that has just been completed cooking. The flavors of the tomato and the eggplant have been transferred into the pasta. How do I know that? Because I've tasted it. Now we're going to put what I would consider a right size of portion of pasta, which is about 3 ounces of pasta, onto the plate. We're going to add some fresh buffalo mozzarella. If you don't have buffalo mozzarella, you could certainly use fiore di latte, which is made from cow's milk, or any parmigiano or pecorino. This today is grana padano, so we're going to grate this. And grating cheese at the last moment is a wonderful way to enjoy the natural flavors found in the milk that's been turned to cheese. And we want to tear the basil. And again, you know, I want to taste the eggplant that is inside the preparation, and I also want to be able to have the complement of the aromatic flavors of the basil. So here you have penne pasta with eggplant, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to bring these great preparations to you. I can be contacted for any feedback at www.quartinochicago.com. I'd love to hear from you and get your experience.